Hey everybody, it's Joel with Retro Epics, where I rewatch, revisit, and replay old school movies, TV shows, video games, and more, and rate and review these retro epics to see how well they stand up to the test of time. Today I'm excited to be replaying one of the best-selling all-time NES games, Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System, was released for home consoles in Japan in 1988, then in North America on February 12, 1990, after debuting to audiences in the film The Wizard in December of 1989. It's also inspired a short-lived animated series called The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. Players can control the brothers Mario and Luigi, who must save the Princess Toadstool and the rulers of the 7 different kingdoms from the antagonist Bowser. As with previous Mario games, they defeat enemies by jumping on them and using power-ups. The game also developed new abilities, including flight, that debuted Mario staples such as Bowser Children, Koopalings, and a world map to transition between levels. Okay, let's go boot up the game and see how far we can get with just a couple of lives. Okay, so we start off, we got the nice cool little stage environment, which is a nice Easter egg. If you ever know, this game was designed to look like a stage play when it was designed, so you can see kind of the interesting use of the foreground and background here. Got these guys playing. We'll just go ahead and start one-player game. If you did two-player, you'd be able to get both Mario and Luigi. So you start off with 4 lives here. You got this World 1 map. We'll go into the first level here. Got your standard hop on your Goombas, collecting coins, going through all of this stuff. Again, things you've seen before, but again, it looks a little bit different. So you can tell, again, Mario's a little bit upgraded. He went from his kind of original, almost like brown and red from the initial Mario, to this now red and black outlook here. You can see this little P meter as well there too when you run. So if you had the little tail suit, you could actually fly on this one, which is again another new experience. Let's see if we can get through all these guys. But again, all I'm trying to do, there we go, get a Mario mushroom there, is just try to get through a couple of these levels, show you guys how the game looks, how it still holds up to today's standards, kind of bring you back to some of those sounds again that became iconic back to kids in the late 80s, early 90s playing this game. And then you see here, now we're off stage, you got to hit this little, there we go, we got a mushroom. If you can get 3 of the same, you can get more power-ups. If you get 3 different ones, you'll just get a 1-up. You want it the star, which again, key tip for anyone playing this, if you're running full speed when you hit that, you'll get a star every time. So again, another new level here. One of the things, there we go, slid. New feature beyond the, jump over him, slide. Beyond the ability to fly, you can also slide for the first time, or kind of ground pound if you have the Tanuki suit on as well too. So again, things that have become normal staples to, there we go, get that P, let's see if we can get up here, jump on him, avoid fireball, and special secret tunnel. Alright, now we gotta wait for these to turn back, there we go, get all these coins. So again, as we're playing through here, simple style brings you right back to where you were, but you get a chance to go through all these different new levels, couple of new these music notes. There we go, we got the new suit. So now we got the Raccoon Suit here. I can fly. We'll see if we can give an opportunity to do that in a minute here. Avoid getting this fireball. Okay, let's jump on these. Jump. And also if you keep hitting, oh, I lost my star. If you keep hitting the jump button there, you'll have the kind of your tail flap so you can not fall quite as fast. There we go, full speed, got it. So there we go, we got the star. Key is, if you did that properly, we messed up the first one already, but you could get 3 stars. Now we have an option too, so I can go to level 3 and do that. But you saw there in the past, I could have gone to level 4 as well too if I wanted, which is kind of a new feature where you can decide how do you want to progress. You don't have to go level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across each one of these. You can choose a different path. Some levels are a little bit easier maybe for you, some are a little bit harder. They'll of course unlock different things. Ooh, there we go, got a bonus. Let's see if we can, no, nothing in these. And I'm stuck, come on, get up, there we go. Alright, let's jump up. There we go. And now we got this little bonus area here. So again, if you were playing this for the first time, had no idea that was there, that's either a happy accident, or of course, back in the day, kids would buy game guides where you'd have this printed out, where are all the secrets, where are all the special features, and so it would tell you the different blocks that you could break open to find, 1-ups, special maybe plants to get you to the next level, all the different warp pipes that you could use, and how do you maximize getting your coins. Because of course, if you can get to 100 coins, you get an extra 1-up. But that also brought us to the very end. couldn't quite get up to full speed there before I hit my mushroom. So, but we got one up, which is great. So we got an extra life. And again, this helps you with that longevity. So now I can choose, do I go back to level 4 or do I go to the mushroom? I'm going to go to the mushroom because Toad here is going to give us a nice little option. So we got 3 boxes to choose from. You just come and pick one of them. Boom. Now we got a fire flower so that we can use that at any time. We can access our little options here. Just hitting the button. There we go. Now I'm Fire Mario. Now I'm going to go level 4. Alright, this is one of those where it pushes you forward, which is always a little bit tougher. And then these things will fall, so you be careful as you're jumping on them. Let's see if we can get some more coins. Alright, wait a minute. Jump, jump. There we go. And this is probably not a firepower one that you really need. This is more of just a level where it's kind of like stay alive, don't fall off the sides. So as we're kind of moving forward here slowly. Again, not one for speed runners here. You can't really speed up. I think we'll take this though. This will help us in case we fall off. Give us a little bit more time to survive. This is a tough one. Alright, jump, jump. There we go. Alright, let's see. We could get all those coins. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to jump over here. See if we can get a... Oh, I can't quite hit that with my tail. Again, another new feature. Having that ability to hit things with your tail so that if you were next to a block, you don't have to get underneath it necessarily to unlock it. Go down here. And look at that. We're already to the end. Run, didn't get full speed. So we got the fire flower again there. So, but again, we're doing good. Haven't lost a life yet, so probably gonna jinx myself there. You have these also spade cards where you get to match up something. So we're gonna see if we can match the 3 different things here. So flower, see if we can hit it again. And no. Well, we didn't win, but again, if you can get all 3 of the same picture there, you can get more lives. So now we're gonna go to the castle here. See if we can get through this. Jump. Again, coming into any of these levels with a power-up is obviously key. Let's switch to fire. This is probably better for this level. There's not a lot of flying in some of these castles, but there is enemies that we can shoot with our fire. Alright, wait for these. Jump. Jump. Alright, let's see what we got in this thing. Let's switch back, why not? I don't know that one's necessarily better than the other. Alright, let's avoid getting squished. And again here, if you think back to how does this game compare to games of its time, you know, certainly Mario 1, 2, graphics I think are significantly better. You got way more interactive pieces here with the different kind of P levels, the different, you know, bonuses at the end. Alright, let's run. Okay, now we gotta beat this guy. Let's see if we can stomp on him. There we go. 1, 2. I love this little, yeah, easy win. Alright, now this guy's just a kind of midway point, so we'll still have another big boss at the end of this level if we can make it all the way there. But that at least gives us more coins, unlocks the lock there, so now again we have different paths. I'm going to fight these hammer bros, see if I can get them real fast. Yeah! Sometimes there's 2 hammer bros there. Alright, so now we got a star too that's going to be in our inventory. So we can start a level off with star power if we want. And you saw there all those little M's on the levels that we passed. We'll slide down here. Those indicate who beat the level. So if you're doing 2-player mode, those would be an L there for Luigi or an M for Mario, so that you can kind of see who unlocked each level. So one of the nice perks of if we were playing 2 players here instead of just me by myself, we could have an option to see, hey, I can't get past this level. Let me see if the other guy can get past it, and then both of us would be able to move forward because it unlocks the entire level. So one of the nice things, that was a fast level. One of the nice things with playing with a friend, again, is that you can at least help each other out to get past and hopefully beat the game. But it is kind of, you take turns. So basically, if we were 2-player, it would swap over. Ooh, we got a bonus game again here. Alright, so now we got to flip 2 matches. And we didn't match. So try this one. Nope, although I only get, yeah. So now if I can remember that, next time it pops up, I can hopefully get an unlock. Alright, so level 6. So far, I haven't lost a life. Doing good. Playing through here. Let's see if we can get this little red shell. There we go. That'll help. Alright. But again, as we're trying to go through here, there are 7 different levels total. And then there's like the final level, or 7 kind of Koopaling bosses that you have to beat here. Let's see if I can shortcut. Oh, no! Alright, well, that was a mistake. Me trying to take a shortcut there. So, alright, lost a life. Spins you back to the last one. Let's see if I can start with a star. See if that helps us at all. This is probably not a level to use a star, but at least I can get to this power up. There we go. And then another, I don't know if you caught that there real quick, but nice little fun difference is when I have the star power, I do like a front flip instead of a normal jump. All right, now I gotta go down. Be very careful. There we go. Jump on this. But again, back to the levels here. There's 7 total different Koopalings that you have to fight, and then you'll unlock each one of the different kind of kingdoms. You'll save the king there, and eventually the very last one, you'll have to battle to save Princess Toadstool. There we go. All right, whoa. Watch out there for the surprise turtle trying to get you. All right, we got our life back too. So we matched our 3, got 1 up. Now let's go to that mushroom, see if we can get another thing that'll help us out. We get to pick a box, decide which contents. Again, you never know what you're going to get on these. Ooh, that was a good one. All right, we got the leaf. That'll give us the Raccoon Suit. All right, now let's try and get to this last level here. I'm going to power up before we go into level. So here we go. So it's got this little, the king has been turned into the dog. So we have to save him by beating this, getting his magic wand back. And then this is a fun level too. Again, kind of a new feature to this game is you've had levels that push you forward like this one does. We had one of those just earlier where it keeps moving you forward. But not only does this one keep moving you forward with lots of things firing at you. We got cannons, the bullet bills. But as you're going to see in a second here, there we go. Now the ship is moving. So now not only is everything firing at you, it's changing directions. It's moving up, it's moving down. So you have to be real cautious of where is that thing coming at you. Let's see if we can just move right past that. We don't need the firepower. But again, you'll see they kind of come at a different angle. You can hop on those too. There we go. Let's get out of this way. Again, we'll keep moving forward. See if we can get, there we go. All right, made it through without getting hit. That's good. Now let's see if we can take on this guy. So here's one of the Koopalings. You gotta hit him 3 times just like the last one without getting hit. Again, this suit helps a lot. There we go. And then you hit him 3 times, and he'll drop the magic wand. Hey, and I caught it even. All right, so we beat the level. That's all, level 1. I don't know that we need to go a whole lot farther here. I'll show you what happens when you beat it. You fly back down to the castle. We're dropping down. And then now we'll see the king is back to normal. We've returned him. He's no longer a dog. Wonderful. But of course, there's still 7 total more levels, or 6 more kingdoms, and then the final save princess. But she also sends us a letter, which is great. So the princess will give us a letter, and she'll give us a power-up. So now we got the P with the wings on it. So it means right away we can fly immediately, which is awesome. That'll go in your inventory. We'll go ahead and stop here. No point in going through all the levels, but you can see it's fun. Great times overall. So, how does Super Mario Bros. 3 hold up to today's standards? Starting with graphics, I think the graphics are still pretty good. Again, you can definitely define what Mario looks like, whether he's in the Tanuki suit or fire suit, etc. You can see real clear delineation between the different Koopalings, and so I think the graphics are certainly good enough. However, they're not like iconic. So when you think of 8-bit graphics, you think of probably the original Mario, or you might even think of Super Nintendo Mario more often with like the blue overalls instead of the black here. And so for me, while the graphics are very good, I especially like the level 4 giant creatures, for example, I don't think they're earth-shattering, and of course they could be a little bit better, which is why they've cleaned them up in some of the All-Star versions. I take a point off for graphics, 9 out of 10. Sound and music on this game, the soundtrack's pretty iconic. When you start it up, you'll start hearing the classic little entry theme song for the first few levels. A couple of the highlight kind of sound effects, again, are critical of when you get that first kind of like leaf and that little bloof sound effect that they create for it. I think those are, again, are timeless things, but again, they're not quite the same of the very first time. If I told you, what does Mario sound like if you were to sing the theme of Super Mario Brothers, you would likely sing the first one, and you'd know the original level, you'd know the underground levels, you'd know the finishing levels. The third Mario Brothers, you would recognize them immediately, but I don't think you associate them with an all-time classic. So because of that, I take off 1 point, 9 out of 10 for sound. For single-player entertainment, this game is a ton of fun. I can play this today, I could play this 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, all by myself, have a great time. It allows you to have kind of those save points as well too, where you can continue, which is a big deal, not always available in some of the old Nintendo games. And it gives you that clear progression, right? You're going through all the levels, you're having a great time, you're trying to level up, you can get the different items to continue on. And so there's a lot of depth to this game, which makes it a lot of fun for replay. There's a lot of secrets that if you know how to play, you can get to secret levels, you can bypass, you can get the little flute that allows you to skip levels. So there's a lot of cool parts to this playing by yourself. So to me, I have a ton of fun. I'm happy to play this one solo anytime. Great game, great fun, still great today. 10 out of 10 single player fun. Multiplayer fun on this game is also a great time. You can do all the same stuff you can do with one player, except for you can bring a friend, and now you can get Mario and Luigi playing at the same time. You get to alternate turns, which takes away a little bit of the fun, honestly, because you're not really playing together. There's a couple little mini games which are fun where you can play together, but it is kind of a let me play, and then I watch you play, and then you watch me play. And so I can't give it a same score as a single player because I think there's a little bit of just waiting around, where if there was an opportunity to kind of co-op play together, which some of the new Super Mario Brothers allow for, I think that would have made it level up. But knowing that you get a lot of just waiting back and forth as the multiplayer, it's kind of like just one player version back and forth, handing off the controller, take off a point. 9 out of 10 for multiplayer fun. Moving on to relevancy. Nintendo, Mario, these are things that are synonymous with the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, 20s. It's a name and a kind of icon that has stand the test of time. And so to me, Mario is just as relevant to today's youth as it was to the late 80s, early 90s when this game was hitting the marketplace. So to me, people still know the Mario suits. They know the Fire Flower Mario. They know the Super Marios. All the same things. The Koopalings are big now. All of the things that this game started off with are still what's being used today. The level maps, the power-ups, all those things are still relevant today. Because of that, I can't knock it any for relevancy. 10 out of 10 for relevancy. Lastly, for replayability, as I mentioned in the single player fun, this is something that you can come back to over and over again. This is something where you can find a new shortcut, a new hidden area. You can try to better your score, survive with less lives, less continues. You can go different paths throughout the game. And so to me, you could play this game once, twice, 10, 20 times and still not play it the same way every time, still unlock something new, still achieve a little bit different outcome. And so to me, that's what you look for in a great game. That's something that you can play by yourself, something you can play with a friend, something that you can play over and over and over again and put hundreds of hours into these games as kids have done throughout the decades. And so for me, this game, you could pick it up, play it anytime, play it for 5 minutes, play it for 50 minutes, play it for 50 hours if you wanted to. Tons of fun every time, 10 out of 10 for replayability. Okay, so how does that rate overall then? We go back, we look at graphics, again, take a little bit off just because of the non-iconic value of them, but still very good. Same with the sound, for example. Nothing super memorable, but it's definitely high quality. It's a ton of fun by yourself. It's even fun with a friend. I'd love there would be more multiplayer interaction to bump it up a little bit more. Again, the relevancy, still something the kids love today, still something you could replay over and over again. Add up all the scores, take weighting into account, you get an awesome score, 9.55 out of 10. Thanks for replaying this Retro Epic with me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what future Retro Epics we should be reviewing in our next episode. Catch you next time.